much for stopping by. Tonight I'm going to show you how I did this beautiful hand-painted white wine glass. It's a 20-ounce Libbey wine glass, and I love how it turned out. Now, I will not be baking this one. This paint can air dry, and the reason being is that the thickness of the lines that I drew on here very likely will bubble if I bake it. So I will not be baking it. I will air dry it and then coat it with the Mod Podge dishwasher safe gloss. Alright, so let's get started. What I did is I combined my crushed coral with some of my gold glitter paint and got this combination here. I'm not sure if any of the shimmeries will show through. It's hard to say. Basically, I just ended up using one of my Dynasty brushes. Got it upside down. It's the 3/8 inch Glass Art by Dynasty number 71. One of my favorite painting or glass painting brushes because they cover so nicely. This pattern is just going to be free painting, and where the design ends up is where it goes. And meaning that I'm going to do, it's not meant to be straight around, it's meant to be bumpy and rigid. That's the whole beauty of the painting itself. So I'm just going to take my time, paint around this, and I'm going to be going all in one direction. As you can see right here, my strokes will be all in one direction. I could pounce this on here, maybe even use a sea sponge or something to that effect to give it some texture, or maybe more interest in the pattern of the design as far as that goes, and not having more of the brush stroke look, but I like that look. So I'm just going to leave it as it is and not use any other tools besides this brush. I am creating it the way that I would like it to be, if that makes sense. Now, if you're new to my channel, if you just stopped by to say hey, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and then there's a notification bell. If you hit that bell, that will allow the system to notify you whenever I post something new. This year my goal has been to increase my videos on YouTube, and hopefully I'm proving to be doing so. But hey, it's a lot of work. Don't realize it, but I love it. So hopefully you're enjoying my designs if you're somebody that follows me, and check out other places that you can follow me. I'm trying to come up with some new ideas. If you have any you want to share with me or would like to see me do, I would appreciate that down in the comments. If you ever painted a design similar to this, please let me know. If you like this design, make sure when the video is over you give it a big thumbs up, and that you share this with all your friends and family. There is a neat little button underneath the video that says share. All you have to do is tap on that and share it to your social media channels. That would truly be appreciated because that helps me grow my channel. It allows me to continue to do this for you. Alright, so almost done with this part. Now I just want to go around and make sure I got it covered the way I want it. Very pretty, I think. And again, this is not meant to be straight around by any means. This is exactly the way I want it to be. And I'm trying to make sure I get coverage down in here, wherever there might be a spot that the paint didn't take very well. And again, no two will be alike. And one thing I like to mention is that I did actually clean my glass before I started painting on it. It's one thing I keep trying to remind people, is to make sure you're cleaning your glasses before you start painting. The importance of that is to get any excess debris or maybe even oil from fingers, that type of thing, so that your paint adheres better to your glass. Alright, I think we're ready to continue on with the next step. Now, I do have to be honest with you, the next step is a little difficult in the means that you have to hold, or you have to keep squeezing this bottle. I love these tips, but you have to keep squeezing the bottle in order to get the design on. And again, you know, I decided while I was doing this that since it's going on very thick, and that's fine, I like the texture, that I'm going to have to just hand wash and not bake it. But basically I'm just doing just a freehand design, and keep in mind no two will be alike. I'm not painting them alike. They will be similar but not identical. This is just kind of a random pattern, and it just goes all the way around the glass. And if you have a break in your paint, you just go back over it and fix it. Like I said, this is so easy to do. The biggest part is squeezing the bottle to get the paint out. And the fact it's a little time consuming. And hopefully you can see this. If you have any questions though, please feel free to contact me, whether it's through Facebook or YouTube or whatever. I do have my different channels listed down below. So feel free anytime to contact me with any questions, anything you'd like me to try. I'm more than glad to work with you. Now if you're someone who doesn't want to do this, you just, you know, but you'd like to have some as gifts, please know that I do sell some of my designs, and you can find that information in the listing below. I'll clean off my tip a little bit. I just think this is pretty. Kind of reminds me of a spider web in a sense. I hope you like it too. Again, this is one that anyone could do. And if you're new to my channel, that's my intent, is to do glassware and different designs that would be easy for anyone to do. You know, anybody should be able to do the DIY kind of stuff, or you know, the how-tos, pick it up quickly. I'm hoping eventually to start doing like little classes in my Facebook group where I'll give you the information and you can get the tools that you need in order to complete the design, and meet me in there to finish it or to actually create the design. This is so much fun. Just love it. Love it, love it, love it. If you're an experienced glass painter, let me know how long you've been doing it. I'm going to start bringing it up into the top here a little bit. Coming down. Pull that, pull it down. Just so cute. And this is, while I'm doing this is actually finishing off the top. We're almost finished. I appreciate you staying with me on this. Keep trying to float off the camera here. Sorry about that. I have a tendency to do that. I don't know. Almost done. And the one thing nice about this pattern is that you don't have to hit it with a hairdryer or a heat gun. You just keep going. Do it and go. But look at that. Look how fun those would be. So that's what I think is when you have people over, if you had fun glassware to let them drink out of. I mean, obviously, you know, with this, having these two, there'd only be two people that would need to worry about whose glass was which. And it wouldn't be a big deal. Alright, so there we are. Make sure if you try to do this that you, if you're going to bake yours, if your lines are not as thick, now I could bake this and it could end up being fine. I'm not going to chance it because I don't want the bubbles. But if you decide yours are not that thick and you want to try to bake it, make sure that you always place your hand-painted glassware in a cold oven. Turn it on, follow the manufacturer's instructions on the bottle. FolkArt enamels and FolkArt multi-surface do require 350 degree 30-minute baking if you're going to bake it. You do not have to bake these. It can be air dried. As I mentioned, this will cure within 21 days. Now keep in mind it will be dry to the touch and all, and you probably could go ahead and use it in shorter than 21 days. Just do not put it in a dishwasher until at least the 21 days if you're painting these on your own. Also, with hand-painted glass, treat it like fine china, meaning that I truly recommend that you hand wash your glass and that you don't use any harsh detergents, any harsh cleaning pads themselves. You know, sponges or something like that would be fine. Dry them gently and put them up. Do not ever let them sit in water because the paint will loosen and you're going to end up, the paint's going to come off. It's not going to be good for you. So if you handle them properly, they will be around for a long time and look nice as they did as soon as you finish painting them or when you purchase them. So anyhow, that's it for today. Until the next video, I hope you have some success in painting your own. I'd love to see pictures if you do. Have a good one.